Morning.
Morning.
Actually, I've just noticed something.
What?
This jumper.
Yeah.
Snapchat gave me up and on memory there this morning of this time last year, and I was wearing the same jumper.
On this day last year?
Yeah, it's only when I was sitting in the office I was looking at it. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
No,
anyway.
No. Something lovely about that now.
It's Tuesday, it's February 26th. Today's going to be another lovely day, actually. We're going to see sunshine expected later on. Generally cloudy for the most part, dry, which is good, and temperatures up around the 15 and 16 degrees mark again. But, even more importantly, we're 1 week out from Pancake Tuesday.
Oh yeah, the 5th, isn't it?
Yeah, next Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that. My favourite days of the year.
I was in the shop at the weekend, right, and you walk into any supermarket now and they're all kind of laid out all the ingredients and stuff like that, so yeah.
And they're cooking them in Garvey's for the past 2 weeks, I'd say.
Have they?
Yeah, when I go in the mornings to make it, maybe not 2 weeks, definitely a week, they're making pancakes, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, next Tuesday, that's 7 days out.
We hope you're in good old form this Tuesday morning, and you can chat to us here, as some people are already doing. Morning to you guys. Hi Chris, bright and early this morning. Irish Daily Mail front page today. A Garda team found blood on the ceiling of Mary Lowry's sitting room. The murder of DJ Bobby Ryan on the front page of the Mail this morning, with yesterday being revealed in court that traces of blood were found on the ceiling of the home of Mary Lowry, where her partner Bobby Ryan was last seen before he went missing. That's on the front page of the Daily Mail. A picture of broadcaster and musician Tom Dunn as well. He's spoken about the heart operation that saved his life and why everyone should get their heart checked now. That's also in the Daily Mail this morning. And the family of Clodagh Haw, and she's the woman who was murdered by her husband, and he also killed their 2 little sons. Well, her family have spoken out. Clodagh Haw's family tell of torment. The full story on that inside the Daily Mail this morning.
The Examiner this morning has a couple of Kerry bits of the front page, including an amazing photograph of the gap at Dunlow. It's a super shot on the front page this morning. It says rock steady. And the other story from Kerry on the front page is vacant Kerry Hospital site set for revamp. The site of St Finian's Hospital in Killarney, the landmark listed Victorian building overlooking the town, is to be transformed under a plan to create social housing and a community nursing unit. That's on the front page there. Along with GSOC drops criminal investigation into Assistant Garda Commissioner Fintan Fanning. He had his suspension lifted lifted last night after GSOC contacted him to say that they were no longer the subject of a criminal investigation. That's also from the Examiner this morning.
On the front page of the Times Ireland edition today, it's all about Brexit once again, with the Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn saying yesterday that he will back a second referendum on Brexit if he doesn't get the deal that he likes. That's on the front page of the Times Ireland edition. And more on the death of, I was going to say Cardiff, Emiliano's a Cardiff player, but he never actually even played a game for them.
No, he didn't know.
Had signed for them, obviously. But more on the death of Salah and his pilot on the front page of the Times today. Terrifying final minutes of that flight have been revealed, and they're described rather upsettingly on the front page of the Times this morning. Yeah,
I just read last night that the plane was certified to fly. There was a little bit of kind of question marks over whether or not the plane was safe, but it had been passed certified to fly. More on the family of Clodagh Haw on the front page of the Mirror. They were on Clareburn Live last night for a special, and they've spoken out about that again. That's on the front page of the Mirror. And the 10.2 million winning ticket that was sold during the week was Dublin again. It was Spar on O'Connell Street in Dublin. They sold the 10.2 million euro winning ticket during the week. No idea if it was a syndicate or a single winner, but still 10 million. Pittance in comparison to 175.
Right, so there's some of the big stories in the papers. We'll look at them during the show as well. At about 7:10 we'll have a more in-depth look at what's on the front pages of today's papers. Do let us know what you're up to today as well. Any plans? You?
No. Food shop?
Me need to do food shop too.
Yeah, Tuesdays is my food shop day. I go into the girls in Duns, who are always, I don't know, but they always listen.
Yeah.
I can't remember do they watch the video or not, but they definitely listen now. So if you're watching that,
he's obsessed with you, by the way.
Yeah, I pretty much am. They're nice to me. If I don't have a €10 voucher, they try and find me one. Sound.
Oh God. Trouble now.
Before I go any further, actually, my little godson sent me a message 10 days ago.
Okay.
And said specifically on today's date, could I do a shout out to him?
Oh, okay.
So he watches the video. So good morning to Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
He's got a hurling blitz on today.
Cool.
And I said I'd do it. In fact, I think I had a reminder.
Wait, does he get off school because of the hurling blitz?
I have no idea. That bit I don't know.
Oh, Jacob, that sounds fun.
Anyway, good luck today in the blitz, and I know he's watching, so morning, little man, and enjoy yourself today, all right? Now, top trends this morning. So Claire Byrne Live last night had that special with the Haw family. Clodagh Haw's family were on to speak out about it. It's a desperate, sad story from Cavan, where, as Elaine mentioned, she was murdered by her husband and their 2 beautiful kids as well. So they were on last night. I recorded it. It was on too late for me, but just reading some of the tweets this morning, it was just heartbreaking stuff, as you can imagine. And Shadowhunters is trending as well this morning. This is a TV show on Netflix. I gave this a go about 2 years ago. This was the first TV show I had ever watched on Netflix that was at the time doing weekly episodes, which really annoyed me. Because I was like, that's not the point of Netflix.
Yeah.
Anyway, their latest episode was released, I think, last night, and people are losing their minds online. Whatever's going on in it, I gave up after about 7 episodes.
Andrew and I both discovered yesterday during the show that we are both watching Dirty John, and we hadn't discussed it, which is weird for us. We usually kind of tell each other almost everything. I did
have the video and the trailer on our page last week, so I kind of told people about it. Yeah. But I'm finished it now.
I'm not, so I didn't watch any last night. So tonight now I need to catch up on a bit of that.
Yeah, they all get on the anyway. They all
happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending. Yeah.
Dirty John cleans up.
Yeah, he becomes clean John.
He's sick, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's just such a creep.
He's such a creep. Yeah,
yeah, it's a Netflix series if you haven't watched it.
Check it out though. Yeah.
Is Kepa? How do we say his name?
Yeah.
Kepa. Okay, so because remember when he was signed, there was all these jokes about him being called Kepa, and he was a goalkeeper. Chelsea's keeper, the guy who refused to come off the pitch when his boss tried to substitute him before the penalty shootout against City the other night. Well, he's been fined 1 week's wages by Chelsea, which is just nothing to him, even though it's a lot of money, I'd imagine. Yeah. Nothing to him, but anyway, that's trending as well, and people are talking about that today. Alan Partridge is back last night on BBC One. I didn't see it. I saw a short little piece of it. I love Alan Partridge.
Yeah, it was on a half night. I recorded it because I was watching The Walking Dead last night, so I'll watch that now later on today. That's what I'll do today after the food shop. I go home and I'll watch the new episode of Alan Partridge.
And I'll watch Dirty John.
Dirty.
So Alan Partridge is trending, and hopefully the reaction's been pretty good. Or
has it? Oh, sorry, I didn't see the tweet. So I'm not sure, but a friend of ours who works in the BBC had a screen grab yesterday of an actual email sent out by an actual alan.partridge@bbc.co.uk telling all his colleagues to make sure to watch him tonight. It was very clever.
Brilliant.
But so if you missed this, the premise of it, as far as I know, is that there's a talk show style, kind of like a Holly and Philip style thing from UTV. Yeah. The male presenter gets sick and Alan is drafted in to replace him, and then you can only imagine what happens after that.
I saw a clip where the woman he's presenting with was like, say, oh, welcome, and she's obviously, someone has just filled her in really quickly about who he is. She has a clue. And she said something, oh, your show? Yeah, I saw that a few times. Yeah. And he goes, well, it was on the radio.
It's a radio show.
Yeah.
That happens to us all the time.
It should be good, yeah. I get more comments about I watch you on Facebook every morning than anything else at this stage. Yeah. Actually, in Ballybunny, they're like, I watch you every morning.
And so
on the radio.
So you do the video then at that time in the morning, and do you finish then at 7? Is it?
Yeah.
No, we do the radio show as well. Oh, you're on the radio as well then, is it? Yeah, we get that quite a bit actually.
If you think this video is good, you should hear our radio show.
It's so good.
So good.
It's on in a few minutes actually. I swear we go live in about 6 minutes. It's really good.
We've loads to do in the show today, and later this week we are starting a brand new competition on Kerry's Full Breakfast, and we've got cash to give away. We can't wait.
Yeah.
To give it away.
I also want to talk on the show this morning. We won't go through it now, but maybe we can do a quick mention of it now. Have you any kind of good luck charms or good luck habits, or do you do? Is there anything you like to do that kind of maybe it's like a superstition, but you kind of you think the way people flick coins into the Trevi fountain over their shoulder, right?
Yeah.
There's a woman in China is after being fined and was almost arrested because she was getting on a plane and she thought, flicked a coin into the engine as she was getting on out for good luck. And she said, what? I've been doing this every time I've ever gotten a flight. It was just this is the time she was caught. So don't do that.
Lock her up.
Don't do that, okay? Don't flick coins into the engine of a plane. But do you have any unusual kind of good luck routine?
I always touch a plane when I'm getting on. I always touch. Yeah.
I never do
it's
that.
Weird. I don't know. Like if I'm getting on, and you know that you're just about to go in, and I don't like.
Feel it up.
I don't rub it. Yeah.
You don't grope the plane.
I don't touch up the plane, but like groping planes. She's into that. I always touch it. I don't know. I think I don't like the idea of when you're in the tunnel.
Yes.
I don't like when you go straight into the plane without having seen any of the outside of the plane, kind of.
I get that bit.
And during Italia 90, speaking of superstition, during Italia 90, I had my Italia 90 scarf, and I got obsessed with having to have that scarf when Ireland were playing. And I remember it was in the kitchen once, and something happened, something went wrong. I can't remember, did somebody score against Ireland? And I remember just being like, oh, that is because I didn't have my bloody scarf. Where is it? And I was a little bit obsessed with my Italia 90 scarf.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I do as a kind of a superstition, good luck thing. But I did play football with a goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper as I'd grown up from my club at home. And he always had to have, his left sock had to be pulled up, but not the right.
Yeah.
And it was just his thing. And he was a very good goalkeeper. Maybe it worked for him. But I don't know. So if you have any kind of unusual good luck routines or any kind of superstition that you have to do, let us know what it is.
Did he ever come across any ref who made him pull his 2 socks up?
No. Oh, I see. It was in Gaelic football. So
you're okay.
Soccer, you would be made to do that, all right. Morning to Michael O'Sullivan. Hey, Mike. Chris, you mentioned as well. Dennis, morning to you, Dennis. Breed has been on. Two breeders have been on. David Griffin, Margaret Murtaugh, Sheila Looney, and Sean has been listening to us as well, who says, very snowy Washington State this morning.
Oh,
we're not too bad here now, Shauna, to be fair. We're not too bad at all.
Shauna, the weather's beautiful here at the moment, so like temperature is up around 16 degrees again today.
Yeah.
I finally took those clothes in off the line. Well, I didn't, my mum did, but they're definitely in.
I put more out yesterday, but then when I came back last night, I brought them in because they weren't dry yet, and they weren't going to dry overnight. So I stuck them on the clothes horse, checked them this morning, and they were getting there. They'll be dry by midday.
Okay. Okay, we better go.
Okay.
Will we? Yeah, loads to do and a busy show between now and 9 here on Radio Kerry, so do tune in. Get your request to us here, or you can 083 300 3300 to them, text or WhatsApp.
Cool. You finish it.
Have a great day. Do I have to press the button?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon. 1 week from Pancake Tuesday.
You're supposed to walk off screen now. Don't show your hand. It's too late. Forget about it. It's too late. We'll both walk off. And your head's still in it.